Alright, here we go. I think we heard something about this before. Kevin Feige is interested in working with Zack Snyder. It says here, Kevin Feige interested in Zack Snyder, rumor claims, and we were told about Marvel versus DC talks. Well, I tell you this. Marvel versus DC ain't gonna work if you do what you've been doing, Marvel and DC. So, pump your brakes on that one. However, I do believe we have talked about this before, but now that the rumor persists, you never know, correct? Let's get these details. A new Marvel rumor dropped Sunday claiming Kevin Feige has his eye on the one director DC fans never stop fighting for. I hear Kevin Feige is interested in Zack Snyder, posted by Scooper, My Time to Shine Hello. Now, My Time to Shine Hello has been right several times about things, so I'm inclined to listen. That is the entire post. No project, no character, no timeline. It's still racked up over 158,000 views in its first 6 hours, and it's easy to see why, because the timing could not be louder. To be clear, this is a rumor and nothing more right now, but it lands in the middle of a story we have been reporting on for months. So, Snyder just wrapped a month of very public signals aimed at the studio holding his characters. The Los Angeles stop of Frank Miller's Push, The Wall tour on July 18th, Snyder was asked when The Dark Knight Returns is going to happen, and he answered, when they let us. When a fan yelled out, "We want Justice League 2," Snyder answered with a jab at the studio. They're all effed up, so don't forget that part. I mean, the characters, yeah, they're probably good. It's probably going to be his Empire Strikes Back. You know, Darkseid's going to come in and ruin everybody. The next morning, Snyder and Miller jointly posted a video morphing The Dark Knight Returns into live action Ben Affleck Batman footage set up to Philip Glass and co-signed by Miller himself. A week before that, Snyder posted Henry Cavill's black suit with the caption, "When Steppenwolf falls, hope rises," as fans flooded the comments tagging Paramount. So the director, Feige, is now rumored to be interested and has spent the past month telling the world loudly that he wants back into the superhero business, that somebody else holds the keys. Going back to October, our insiders have filled us in that the Snyderverse is in full play for a return at Paramount-owned Warner Bros., backed by the Saudis, and with Christopher Nolan possibly attached as executive producer and Henry Cavill back as Superman. And here is the part of the rumor nobody else will connect. Back in November, the same source told us that there have been discussions about Marvel versus DC film involving the Russo brothers. I did do a video talking about that rumor. Remember that? Man, if Zack teamed up with them, that'd be crazy. That'd be a crazy movie. They threw around the idea to do a DC Marvel film. Our source said at the time, even Gunn wanted it. And don't forget that interview the Russos did with Snyder a while back. That's right. And we were all kind of talking, it's like, well, look, James Gunn knows Kevin Feige, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. Now, right now, I don't know about that, the way things are going for DC. I wouldn't want that Superman versus our... Anyway, a Marvel vs. DC movie does not happen without Kevin Feige. So when a scooper now says Feige is interested in Zack Snyder, remember that we were told months ago that ideas were being thrown around to put both universes in the same film, right as Snyder gears up to finish his Justice League saga. Now, what am I thinking here? He could just be interested in him to direct a Marvel film. That could be it too. However, if he is interested, it could be that. It could be a crossover. I'd be down with a crossover only if they do it right. Because they have effed things up for way too long that I do not trust them. Feige and Snyder rumors are not new. A similar round made the rounds back in 2021 after Warner Bros. Shut the door on Snyderverse following with Zack Snyder Justice League. No, it'd be cool. It seems to be cool with Henry. If they are cool, he could do the new Wolverine. You know what I mean? He could direct Cavill's Wolverine movie. Snyder shot those down himself at the time, telling Josh Horowitz, "I've never met him," and while praising Marvel's output for being secure enough to experiment across every genre. Worth noting, My Time to Shine Hello is also the scooper who previously claimed Henry Cavill was being eyed for a role in Marvel's planned Nova series. There's a clear pattern of Snyderverse names getting floated at Marvel while DC's future sits in neutral. Well, I know that Cavill doesn't like doing stuff that's woked up. So I don't see him agreeing to a movie with Marvel unless he's going to have a certain amount of say in it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, everything's frozen at DC until the trial. Yeah, and DC's future is very much in neutral. Snyder's comments came right as 12 state attorneys generals filed a suit to block. Yeah. Aren't they getting that done now? So, hey, I'm down. Y'all know I'm down as long as they do it right. Remember back in the day when you could just hear a director was attached to something or somebody was going to do a movie and you were just happy to know it and that was it? And now whenever you hear something, there's always the caveat of only if they do it right. Only if they don't F it up. Only if they don't make it for the mythical modern audience that doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get it. 10 million subscribers.